Hey y'all, hear me out on this real quick. If Inglourious Bastards, The Kingsman, and The Suicide Squad all had a baby, you would get the Ministry of Ungentlemanly Warfare. And honestly, I am perfectly fine with that. So the Ministry of Ungentlemanly Warfare is the latest spy espionage film from Guy Ritchie. The film stars Henry Cavill, Alan Richardson, Henry Golding, Harold Fiennes Tiffin, Babs Olusanmoken, and Isa Gonzalez. So the movie is based off of the events of how Winston Churchill formed a covert British World War II organization for conducting espionage and sabotage in Nazi-occupied Europe. But it is told from the team's point of view with Guy Ritchie's magic added to it. When it comes to spy espionage films, that subgenre is like Guy Ritchie's bread and butter. So if you've seen any movie from Guy Ritchie, you kind of know what to expect. But I can say it is sure as hell entertaining. The action in this movie is pretty damn solid. So Henry Cavill and his crew, they are just coming in, mowing down Nazis left, right, and center. Blood is flying everywhere on screen. Just a bunch of masculine dudes killing off Nazis. Pure testosterone, if you ask me. And I think this is where inspiration from The Kingsman come into play. There are scenes where the camera is moving at such a fast, rapid pace that it really does remind you of that church scene from the first Kingsman, or that diner scene from The Golden Circle. And there are definitely some action scenes that reminded me of a lot of Inglourious Bastards. So that is where that inspiration came into play. But not only was the action awesome, the main crew themselves were just as entertaining. Henry Cavill, Alan Richardson, Henry Golding, Harold Fiennes Tiffin, they were all so good together. I thought all four of them had great chemistry, and you can tell they had a lot of fun filming this, and it shows. And I love that. I love when a director can just grab a bunch of random actors, put them all in one movie, and make the chemistry seem so strong and so fluid that you would have thought they were all childhood friends. Again, the entire crew was great, but I think Henry Cavill and Alan Richardson were the biggest standouts. I don't know about y'all, but could you imagine if Alan Richardson and Henry Cavill did a buddy cop type movie? Just saying. But the supporting characters are great as well. Babs and Isa, they were both fantastic. Isa Gonzalez, man, like, I understand why bro folded. And there is some solid humor in this movie as well, but not all of it hits. When the humor hits, it hits. And when it doesn't, it really doesn't. It's kind of like, how did that make the final cut? Despite the amount of fun I had with this movie, I do feel that the pacing was off at times. Like in the very beginning of the film, it starts off like non-stop action, like off the walls, like crazy bloody action. And then it gets slow. And then crazy action, and then slow. Then crazy action again, and then slow. I don't know, I felt that pacing was a bit off-putting in a way. I feel like there should have been a better balance, but that's just me. And listen, despite how bloody awesome the action was, I do feel like there are times where the bloody violence felt tame in a way. Don't get me wrong, there is bloody violence, yes, but I feel like it was a bit toned down. Or maybe it's because I've seen so many bloody action violent TV shows and movies that I have become desensitized to it. By the way, this movie is 2 hours long. I feel like if it was at least an hour and 40 minutes, the pacing probably wouldn't have been as off. I think a shorter runtime certainly would have benefited this film. But in the end, y'all, I had a really fun time with this movie. I do feel like there are times where the pacing is a bit off, but I think the action and the chemistry between the crew makes up for that. So if you want to see a bunch of testosterone-fueled men killing off Nazis with Guy Ritchie's magic added to the flavor, you'll like this one. So plugging the Ministry of Ungentlemanly Warfare into the rank system, I am placing this one into the pass zone. But yeah, y'all, that is pretty much my review for the Ministry of Ungentlemanly Warfare. Let me know down in the comment section below what you guys thought about the film. Did you love it? Did you hate it? Do you now have the masculine urge to just go and hit the gym and just throw on a jacket and be like, hell yeah, brother? Whatever you thought, let me know down in the comment section below. And as always, guys, leave a like and subscribe if you want to see more, and I will see you all in the next one.